Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Another installment in the altered book. You see, she's getting quite chunky, but I like them that way. There's a term we use in the junk journaling world called gator mouth or Pac-Man mouth. Um, it's kind of exactly as it's implied, is that instead of it being a book like this, it kind of goes like this. I was looking for my water bottle because this or my spray bottle. This has a lot of glue on it, which could be reactivated by getting it wet, but I'm not sure where it's at. So lots of glue on this one. Having the nieces here, they started working on their very first journals, and we chose to do altered books with them, like I'm doing here, just as a starter project for them, while they learn other things like what signatures are, what binding is, how to make book covers, learning all of that stuff that's involved in making journals. Figured we could start with an altered one. That way the book is already bound. They already have a cover and they can get into the play part of it much quicker than building from scratch. Which one of them wants to do. She wants to do one from scratch already. And I'm like, oh, hold up. Hold up. So, but because I had extra bodies in my craft room yesterday, I was not able to film this. So I do have the next 2 sets already inked and ready to go and do some minor decorating. If I have enough time in the beginning, I might go back, or at the end, I may go back to the beginning and do some additional decorating. I'm not too sure what my plan is for today, or I don't know. I may just wait until I've got all the pages in and decorated, and then go back and do the embellishments. I haven't really decided yet. So this is a diagonal pocket. So I cut this off because there's no need to cover this down here. I think of, in previous videos I've talked about that because it's going to be covered. So don't waste your paper. And as you can see, this is another section where the papers did not tear out nicely. So even if I wasn't already doing washi tape at every step of, at each page, I wouldn't have to do it on this one as well. This is going to be folded over at the top, so I'm not going to glue all the way down. Although I'm gluing at the wrong angle. I'm going to have glue where I didn't want it to be, but that's okay. Oops. I have a sticker down here that's trying to escape. It's hanging off. It was hanging off the edge of the table, like thinking about jumping. Grab my scissors. So here we're just going to trim off this little corner, saving this little piece. But because there is some glue on it, I'm going to set it right side up. And then we also need to cut across the top there because it's got to fold into this corner. We're going to fold this over. And I've already glued this down, the book fold. So I just now need to glue this over and down. Do I still have green? Yes. I'm like, do I still have green out? Okay, there's that one. To this side, we're going to add some more flower paper. Yeah, my 9-year-old niece, she wants to be a perfectionist, and her little sister mimics and follows in every footstep. So it's difficult to have the oldest child demanding perfection of herself while trying to convince the younger one that it's okay to make mistakes. And she wants to like do everything her big sister does. So hopefully, by getting involved in a junk journaling project and getting involved in some artsy stuff, they can learn the reality that nothing is perfect. There's no such thing as perfection, and that there's no mistakes in art. Because that was a lot. We were experiencing that a lot yesterday, where it was emotional upset over things not going the way that they thought they should in their art projects. And I'm like, there's no mistakes in art. Anything you do, anything you perceive as a mistake can be fixed. You just got to be creative, think outside the box, and not give up. We had a couple meltdowns. I mean, not too terribly many, but, a couple. Which is hard for me because, they're not my kids. So I don't have them all the time. I don't know, like, how hard to push as far as, like, with, their tantrums and, like, how to console them. There's a lot about them that I don't know like that. So it was kind of like, well, I approached it like I did my own kids and said, when you're done, let me know and we can return, so you can go pout and that's fine. And when you're done, come on back and we'll try this again. I don't know why I cut those ahead of time because I totally cut them at the wrong angle. I really wish I knew why my so this just, when I did my glue page originally, it didn't glue all the way close. So I'm just squirting some wet glue in there just to seal it up. Give it a squish just to seal up that edge there. And then the other thing I was struggling with them, with making journals, is that, they wanted to immediately go to decorating. And it's like, well, what are you going to decorate? You haven't even put pages down yet. Like they were going to take the actual page of the book and leave it as it was, and just color or whatever over the top of it. And I'm like, well, you can do that, but that's not really making a journal because, you're not going to have space to write or anything like that. There's a bubble. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see it. There's a bubble, an air bubble right there. Hopefully once I get it glued down, it should disappear. Oops, and I didn't have my glue ready. I'm going to take my lid off and get that glue going down into the tip. I put a sign on my craft room door that says recording. Because if you watched enough of my videos, you'll know that oftentimes my husband will just come in, dinner's ready, or, or whatever. And I'm like, I'm recording. And he's getting better about it. The last time he just kind of like quietly knocked on the craft room door, poked his head in. Realized I was recording and poked his head right back out. So that was, well, how about we just do something to avoid that in the first place. We'll just put a sign up there. Scanning. And he's now out in the living room. Oh, there it is. I was looking for my glue rag. Okay, so there's that. Let's turn this book, glue the pocket down. And again, for a side pocket, you're going to do this edge here. And the bottom. As straight as you can. Mine was not straight. Now we're going to pull the book toward us. Line those pages up. Also got to figure out what washi tape. Oh, there we go. So this lid gets filled with glue a lot. So you end up with these like little glue plugs, for lack of a better term. I'm like, where did it go? It disappeared. So usually I just go like this with the lid. And it works its way to the top. And then I can pull it out. Looking for the remote for my camera. Oh, there it is. I feel like I'm like super zoomed in, but I guess not. I guess not. All right, so these are the decorations I have chosen for this journal. Not sure what this 5.5 cent was. I think it was just in the pile. It's too big. Too big. Yeah, so I can hear the TV out in the living room, so I know he's out there watching TV now. Okay, all right, put that there. Whoops. I don't know what that was. Looked over at my screen and there was something weird on there. I'm going to trim this down just a smidge. Not that I'm going to trim it straight or anything, but I just want it to be a little shorter. Okay. All There's that one. And then with this one, I'm going to cover up the lady with the lady. And then to cover up the pie and the hands, I'm going to put this behind her. Okay. So, you don't have to, just because you have an image and it's already printed out, doesn't mean you have to use it as, as it is. You can alter it. Oh, I'm glad that's going to be behind her. Apparently I found a very gluey spot in my book, in my glue book. Okay. And for her, glue her legs, her arms, and her head. And I want her so that she covers the lady, but I also want her feet in a specific spot. I need her to move over just a smidge. There we go. Oops. Oh, I do have it. Thought I was, what is going on with that page? Just going to flip it for now because I only got to use it a couple times and it's got my stuff sticking to it. And then this, I'm going to put right here. Move it over just a little bit more. I was going to put it closer to this edge, but I got washi tape coming in, so sort of trying to use the dot. I am using the dots to lay it down, but it's kind of silly when you think about the fact that my dots may not even be straight. Okay. Is this pink or is this orange? No, that's pink. It's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, that's not too bad. Wish it was a little wider, but beggars can't be choosers. I mean, I guess I could go across the hall and get into my daughter's washi, and there might be some colors in there that I could use. Just kind of running some glue to help the washi tape stick, but also kind of catching the spots where my glue did not adhere. There, there. Okay, well that didn't go quite straight like I had wanted it to, so we're just going to run a second row down this side. And get it to cooperate with me today. There we go. That's better. And then we're going to trim down here off the bottom. It should be good up there, it looks like. Almost. A little bit of the corner hanging up there. Okay, so there's those pages. Oop, I totally missed. Well, I guess not totally, because it did land in the drawer. So this one was a little trickier because the page tore as I was trying to tear it out. So I ended up just trying, we're going to do just like a little half pocket here. That's funny. I ended up with a whole bunch of greens in a row. Interesting. Okay. So again, I have True Crime playing in the background. Oop, upside down. I had to put the inked edge facing up, right? Otherwise, why did I ink it? Line that up. Go out and down. And this is going to create a little half pocket here. And again, I'm going to fold over the top. So I'm not going to glue up all the way up here just yet. Ooh. Excuse me. Okay, so let's start over here. Again, we're trying to get it up, lined up with the page behind it if you can. I did not cut that straight at all. That is okay. Now we're going to fold this one down. It is big. You know, you only really need like a half an inch or so, but because I don't want to waste, I don't want to end up with more scraps. I'm going to leave it as it is. No harm. Certainly not going to hurt anything to have a bigger flap there. Okay. To this, we're going to add a little pocket. Again, we're just lining up. I'm just lining up the two outer edges so there's less for me to have to worry about cutting. We're going to go ahead and trim this down. Save that stripper knot. I'm going to throw it away. Okay, fold that over. Glue it down. And then I'm going to trim off the extra. There. And there. Come on. Don't want you glued to my book. Okay. Nice little pocket there. We're going to outline this in walnut stain. Got a spot on my glue page that didn't glue. Oh, on both corners, no less. Go around in the brown with the walnut stain just to kind of highlight the edges there a little bit. Again, this, you're going to hold the side that you don't want glued. I highly recommend you use that approach so you don't accidentally glue an edge that you didn't mean to, because that's really frustrating. You know, especially if you spend a lot of time decorating your pockets beforehand and then you put glue on the wrong spot. Hopefully you realize it before you glue your stuff down and you can wipe the glue off or just let the glue dry or whatever. But so because this did not line up properly, I'm bringing it all the way to the bottom of the page down here. And that just kind of covers up where I didn't cut this paper straight. Then I have the little lady that goes on that pocket. I'm just going to put her right here. This edge is always what messes me up. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking here. think I want it in front of her. And then this will be a pocket. This will be a pocket. Oops. Okay. This I cut out with my pinking shears to make it look like a little more like a stamp, because it looks like a stamp, but it had straight edges. Put you back here so I know where you're going. Put that there. And then a little 70s lady. Oops, she's not quite far enough over. Wet glue, you can move it a little bit before it completely dries. I didn't want her all the way to the edge because I still have to put washi tape on there. Ah! These go here. I'll have to figure that out. Accidentally pulled those peaches out for the next part. Okay. This got all 4 edges already inked up. Glue. My glue is very sticky again today. I don't know what the deal is. Line up with the bottom down here. It'll line up in the center. And then smush out. Now this one has a little bit of an edge here because there's a picture showing from behind. So I will probably put some sort of decorative something on that edge to just kind of cover up that. So this is going in just as a decoration page. Oh, there goes that screen again. If I wanted to know about the news, I would already be watching it. So I'm going to go this way. Hey, I'm getting clumps of glue. Don't know what the deal is with this glue sticks. Like the last 2 that I pulled out were like weird and clumpy and fall aparty. And then this, put the down on the bottom corner, leaving edging to the side and to the bottom. Well, I can always add more stuff to this later if I choose to. Now this pocket, we're going to glue down the side and down the bottom. page, close the book, bring it to the edge. Just gonna hold it for a sec. So I have to figure out wash sheet there. Oranges, yellows, a little bit of blues. Let's bring out the blues and greens. Got this one, which I don't really like. Got that one, which I've already used. It's not too terribly bad. Oh, that one's got food all over it. That's funny. Or go with this one. Just got to find the end. Find the end, find the end. Well, this is a pain. There it is. Like, how many times did I spin that? Ooh, this one feels much more sticky than most washi tape is. But I'm still going to reinforce it with both glue stick and the Fabri-Tac. This serves some extra purpose too, because then I can really secure the books within the journal. You know, on pages where it didn't tear quite as nicely and the pages might be trying to escape. Kind of push it down in there. Fabri-Tac will grab it. Scrapey tool. So then you end up with a pocket here and a little pocket here. And this is just for looking at and decoration. I may add more to it later, not real certain. Here you got a pocket here, and then you've got a pocket here. I could have made either of these a pocket, but I figured, you know, got several pages of pockets in a row, so don't really need to. We need some breathing space. I feel like we definitely need something up here. Let's see what I got for stickers. Out on my disc. I got flowers. I don't think the flowers look right up there. Yeah. Flowers don't belong in the sky, right? They belong down here. I was going to say nothing's really dark enough to go down here, but the little film strips are. But it's okay. Oh, we still have 20 minutes. I wonder if I can get the next pages done. What do I have here? What do I have going? Here. Here and here. What was this one for? So this was my page marker that I was wanting music pages in that spot, but I don't remember what I was thinking. Maybe to put behind the girls. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe. Oh, this isn't book page. This was like writing paper. I'm not sure what I had in mind there. Okay. Oh, my book was glued to the table. Telling you, I'm having issues with my glue book today that I don't normally have. It's glued to my table. I'm not sure what I had planned for this. I don't know. Okay, don't worry about it. Reach up here, grab my picked raspberry and move all of my other projects out of the way to get to it. My pink dauber. My pink family dauber. As usual, I only have to do the 3 sides because only 3 sides are going to be showing. Or 3 sides will be showing on this one. This one, the 4th side will be folded over and then inked. There's that one. Come here, girls. Doing the wrong edge. My dogs are out there going crazy. It would be nice if it was a UPS truck delivering any of my packages. So this one I need to cut down like here. I don't know why I didn't cut that down already. But then again, I also didn't know what I was doing with the blank paper that was sitting there. But to be honest, it could have been, remember when I pulled paper out, it could have been part of this next. Oh, yep, it was. It's part of this next one. Remember when I pulled the paper out a little bit ago and went, oops. Just getting these little flaps glued down ahead of time. Okay. Go back and finish my inking. Three sides. Get my brown back. Just gonna start stacking them there. Brown. Come here. Walnut stain. Oh, and I need to cut the rest of these two out. So when I cut these out originally, because their feet were so far apart, I left the centerpiece in there to just kind of give some stability while in storage. So hopefully they didn't lose a leg while they were in storage. Do have a blanket from the sleepover still in my craft room that I got to deal with. It was funny last night. My husband's like, "Oh, what time do these girls normally go to bed?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's Friday night. We're at a sleepover. Leave them alone." He was like weirdly obsessed with like getting them to bed and like, what time do they go to bed? Or shouldn't they be in bed yet? Da 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 da. And I was like, "What is the deal?" And then I looked around, looked back to see if they were asleep yet. We got the air mattress and everything out in the living room for them. Turned around to see if anybody was asleep yet because it was quiet, and there was nobody in the living room. And I was like, he's in the bedroom playing video games. And I was like, oh, that's why he wanted them to go to bed so badly. He wanted to be able to play games and not have to share. He didn't want to have an audience. I'm like, well, too bad. So he had an audience and he had to share. It was pretty funny. I was like, oh, this is weird. Because he's never like that when Mina's here. What time is she going to go to bed? But Mina's not super into playing video games so much. Like, she'll go in and watch him play, but she doesn't want to play with him. But the girls were like, they wanted to play because they don't get to play video games at home. Not that they're not allowed to. They just don't have a game system or anything. So when there are other places, they get to play, but at home, there's no games. So yeah, they totally were like, hello. Not getting away with that. But it was kind of funny. I was like, oh, that totally makes sense. So just kind of inking up all the people for the next 2 pages. Again, dealing with any white left over, any cutting boo-boos, as well as giving some definition to them separate from their background. Oh, my phone is like crazy busy today. I've got some stuff off over to my right over on my laptop that I'm going to hold on to because I'm not sure which ones I want to use. Give me just a sec. Poop. I sent her a video and then I deleted it off of my phone. Figuring she got it. Well, she just messaged me and said that she can't open it. But she just messaged, said she couldn't open the video. I'm like, okay, I'll send it through Messenger. And then I'm like, ooh, no, I can't because I already deleted it. I went back into our message to see if I could just re-download it from there, but it won't. Just gives me reaction options, not like an option to like download or save or anything like that. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. Right? Nothing you can do about technology that should be logical but isn't. It is in here. This one, and again, we're not gluing up here because it's going to be folded over. Got some glue issues going on my glue book again. Go up. Ooh, that is crooked. Very crooked. problem must be the heat in my house right now, because that glue dried really, really fast. And it doesn't normally. There we go. That's a little more straight. A little more straighter. Okay, we're going to go there. Trim this down. And across. Again, you could save it. I'm not going to. Should really have something under there so you don't, or otherwise you risk accidentally getting glue on this page down here before you're ready. And you might, accidentally glue something to it. But, I've never done that before. Right. Okay, there's that one. Looks like this one's going to be just a smidge longer. Hopefully, StreamYard doesn't throw a conniption. Whenever I've gone over an hour and then tried to download, it tells me it's too big, or I've exceeded whatever the maximum recording time. How is that possible? And this one. Get the long scissors out. Now this one I definitely will use a glue page underneath. Wow, I gouged my glue on that one. Okay. Fold this over, fold it over. So frustrating waiting for packages, I'm like, can they just be delivered already? It's driving me crazy. Because I totally want them to get here. Oop. It was funny yesterday when the girls were playing with my paper punches. The oldest grabs out this punch that's, orange and white round, and it's, I got a squeeze trigger, and she was like, oh, this one's really cool. Check this out. Da 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 da. And She was so excited about it. She thought it was going to punch something cool. And I'm like, girl, that's just a corner rounder. She's like, what? So I showed her what it does, what a corner rounder does. And she went around rounding all the corners. She'll probably round a bunch of them off in her journal as well. Because apparently she really liked the look of it. Put that one there. Trying to find a non-sticky spot. Which I don't think exists at this point. Because, yeah. I mean, it's all like weird. Here's them. Oh, I didn't even ink around that. Oh, well. So Pam at the Paper Outpost just released her December kit on Etsy. And you can find her at the Paper Outpost on Etsy. But she has a new digital out called Antique Butterflies. I currently have that in my cart because it is gorgeous. Her Winter Angel one that she just released too is beautiful. If you're into digitals that are not like full, pages, journal pages, just like ephemera type digital prints, check out the Paper Outpost because she's got like 200 and something ephemera kits on her website or on her Etsy. She's also on YouTube, Spotify, blah blah. She's kind of in a lot of different places, but I can't remember all of them. But yeah, check her out. Go to her Etsy shop, check out her digitals if you're into that. Like I said, I have the Antique Butterflies is in my box, and I will likely print them out for this project since one of my words in this project is butterfly. So that I can use them as like journaling cards and stuff. I just have to decide if do I want to color them? Do I want, So I'm going to leave her that way for now. I may add more to it. Not real sure. And again, these corner pockets across the bottom. I have to get your glue undone. Across the bottom. Up the short edge. Close the book. Pull to the edge. Flip this around in the other pocket. Same thing, short edge, long edge. Close the book, pull to the edge, glue her down. Ooh. Get my pinks. So black and whites. I think these are too like stark. And the blacks are just too black. The whites are too white and the black is too black. This one's cute. It's got little hearts on it. Come on. There we go. Let's get that edge off. Okay. And run up underneath here. Make sure that paper is stuck down. Run up under here. Make sure that paper is stuck down, which it was not very well. Get that stuck down. We're going to run a bead of glue down the center. Kind of up the sides a little bit. Down the side a little bit. Put the glue. Whew. And twist. I know one of my packages is with USPS, so I know it would not be delivered today at all. But it currently says it's still in Ohio, where it's been for like 4 days. I'm like, can I call the post office and tell them to hurry up? I want my package. And then I have something on my informed delivery that says it's from Amazon. And it arrived in Portland on the 28th of November. I have no idea what it is. There's nothing on Amazon showing that, I have anything on order. And it hasn't moved since the 28th. So I'm going to leave that, but you can see on this one, once I laid it flat and allowed it to dry, the pocket stopped buckling. So that's what I'm going to have to do with these ones too. Let them sit and dry. Here's what we got done today. This one. With pocket here, pocket here. This one, I have a pocket here and a pocket here. And then this too, pocket here and a pocket here. So coming along, we are not that far from being done with this part of it. And we still have to go back and decorate. Today is also yesterday, I should say, was the beginning of Defember. And depending on, I'll have to go in and look and see what the kit looks like. And depending on if the kit fits with this theme, I may incorporate the Defember challenge into this as well. But I have to go look, and we'll see. We'll see where that goes. But for now, talk at you later. And again, as usual, hit the like button on the way out if you didn't do so on the way in. Feel free to share my content with anybody that you think might be interested. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a video. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. It does help keep me moving forward and getting my channel monetized, up those watch hours, etc., etc., etc. But until next time, we'll catch you later.